Good morning, friends, and welcome back to another day of the Power Summer Collegiate League for Game 1 of our 3-game schedule here on the Power YouTube channel alongside Sam Walters. I'm Steve Granado, getting you set up for Rush and Blue Sox here to kick off this Tuesday morning. Hopefully your Tuesday's off to a fine start. Today is June 29th, 2021, as Michael Allen Stanford is out on the bump here today. The left-hander will make another outing as he faces off with Cameron Schneider, Haruki Kitazaki, and Mitchell Parker at the top of the order here for the Rush. Stanford has been one of the more impressive left-handers that we've seen in the PSCL this year. And we'll see if he can have another fine outing here on this Tuesday morning. As his first pitch comes home, misses outside. We are started right on the money here today. It is 9 a.m. here at game's first pitch. Game time temperature with some light cloud coverage over these sunny skies is 92 degrees. 1 ball, no strike here on Cameron Schneider, and that ball dips into the dirt. 2-0 for the Rush, who are serving as the visiting team here today. The turquoise tops and white bottoms with white numbers and accents. For the Blue Sox, it's those royal blue tops with Blue Sox and script across the chest and white pants. 2-0 to Schneider. Got a pop-up out of play, and it's 2-1. Stanford making his third outing, his third start. He enters with a 1-0 record. Whips a little high, but that's mostly due to that last outing with some higher walk totals than we're used to seeing. 2-1 to Schneider. And it's going to miss downstairs. 3-1. Anything after Parker here in the inning, Blake Mayberry, Anthony Angel, and Jackson Day. Bottom part of the order goes Connor Pulowski, Jacob Soto, Rodriguez, and Carlos Franco. It's Jesus Rodriguez. 3-1 the count. The lefty Stanford set, kick deal, here it comes. And that'll get him in there for a full count. Likely to see Stanford as a part of the uncommitted team that we'll be seeing here in a couple of days. Face off with the Palm Springs Power as his 3-2 misses down and off the plate for ball 4. So Cameron Schneider aboard on a leadoff walk. Let's take a look now at the Blue Sox defensively.
In the outfield from left to right for the Blue Sox is Peyton Capullo in left, David Laurenti in center, and Chris Burke out in right field. Third to first on the infield is Jax Miller covering third, Kyle Turner at short, Drew Baskin at second, Darrell Ruiz at first holding the runner on, and Jacob Savoy behind the plate.
That'll bring up Haruki Kitazaki. Runner aboard at first, no score, no out, top one just underway. Outside with this one, 1 ball and no strikes. 3-game schedule. We had previously said there was only going to be 2 games today, but a shift in the schedule gives us another one here in the PSCL at 11:30. More on that later on. The 1-0 is in the dirt, and it's the home plate umpire, so it stays right there. It's back-to-back 2-0 counts here for Stanford. Southpaw is 6'4", 225. 2-0 foul tipped into the mid, and it's 2-1. Haruki Kitazaki playing in his 6th game this year. He's 3 for his first 11, 2 singles and a double thus far. 2-1 in the dirt. Nice stop by Jacob Savoy. The runner Schneider stays put at first. Cameron Schneider does not have a stolen a base attempt this season. So it's back-to-back 3-ball counts here for Stanford. 3-1. A little flare out down the right field line for a foul ball for back-to-back full counts now.
You know, you mentioned that Stanford is uncommitted, probably will play in that game. My bottom dollar says that he started.
Might shake out that way. That game coming up this Saturday, July the 3rd, Yes, July is this weekend. Final month of the PSCL. I know there's only 2, but still. Runner doesn't go. The 3-2 is going to be bounced third base side. Diving stop by Jax Miller. Back to his feet. Whips it to first, and they got him. What a play by Jax Miller for the first out of the contest.
That's a way to have your vision already in line by the time you make a play. He looked over at second. He knew that he still had the out at first. Didn't rush the throw, was able to get him in a step.
Full out effort for Miller. He seems to come up a little winded on that dive. May have knocked some air out of him when he came back down to earth.
Or some dust in.
Yeah. Porque no las dos. Mitchell Parker to the plate. Parker with a runner at second after a highlight reel grab for the first out of the first. First offering in for a strike called on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Light crowd on hand here today, only a handful on this Tuesday morning. Never get massive crowds here for the PSCL, understandably so. Morning weekday games. A lot of out-of-towners. So we'll seldom get a few making the trip out here. So Schneider at second, looking for the first run of the ball game are the Rush.
I'd say that those who came are in for a good one. These two teams are fighting for a top spot in the league.
That hit him on the elbow. So a walk and now a hit batter. A little wild this morning is Stanford. This is his downfall. We know he's got the stuff, but like many at this age, at this stage in development, trying to find how to control it. That is by far, you look up and down the board, this age group, all the way I would say into mid-20s, 17 to mid-20s is usually when you're finding guys at this level going, I got the stuff, I just can't control it. This brings up Blake Mayberry. This is low, 1-0. You will see that from every stage of baseball, from prep all the way up to independent and minors. Even in the majors. It's the hardest part of the game. Chop ball foul, 1-1. It's the controlled chaos aspect of the game. You think of guys like Sean Newcomb. I know you have firsthand experience there, Sam, watching Sean. I know I do too when he was in his minor league days. Had the stuff, great delivery, easy delivery, John Lester-esque.
Yes.
Fastball, who knows? One cued backwards, 1-2. I think that's Field of Dreams. It's like it could go down and away, but maybe up in your ear.
Yeah.
Look out for the ear. 1 ball and 2 strikes, looking for the first punch out of the day. Punched over is Blake Mayberry, the shortstop of choice for the Rush. Calls time. Mayberry 6 for his first 18. Let's go for a 333. A homer, a double, 4 singles. He's driven in 5. Takes one down and in to even up the count at 2-2. 5 is near the tops of the team. That puts him at third, behind second Josh Carrillo and Cameron Schneider with 8.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to see the meteoric rise of Cam Schneider, both of his home runs and most, if not all, of his RBI coming over at the other field. But he's gotten slotted up to the leadoff spot because of that.
He stands at second base, the 2-2. Down and away. That is now 3 full counts in 4 batters for Stanford. I mean, that is priority number 1 while you're here in the PSCL, is learn how to control what you have and then try to add another. That's plan B. The 3-2. Bouncy ball towards third. Step on the bag. There's Miller. Goes across the diamond. Spikes it. Dug out by Ruiz. And Jax Miller gets them all by himself here in the inning. A diving stop to get Kitazaki and across the diamond for the inning-ending double play. Nothing doing for the Rush other than a couple base runners. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. We go to the bottom of one. Blue Sox will send up David Laurenti to lead things off. Sam DiMatteo sends out Nolan Maldonado here for the first inning as the Rush and Blue Sox find themselves scoreless. Here in the bottom of one, David Laurenti will lead things off. Dueling lefty days. Stanford and Maldonado, two southpaws. And Maldonado's first pitch misses up and away. David Laurenti, Drew Baskin, and Kyle Turner here in the first inning. Get you the rest here in just a moment. 1-0 is smacked in the air to right field. Moving back on it goes Mitchell Parker. He's looking up. It's at the track. It's off of the wall. One hops there, and Laurenti's got extra bases to begin the first. It's a leadoff double. Just got underneath that one. Defensively now here for the Rush.
In the outfield, left to right, is Haruki Kitazaki manning left, Cameron Schneider in center, and Mitchell Parker, you just saw in right. In the infield, third to first, it's Carlos Franco at the hot corner, Blake Mayberry at short, Anthony Angel at second, and Jacob Soto at first. Connor Pulowski is behind the plate.
So a leadoff double gets the Sox in business here in the first, draws Drew Baskin to the plate. The second baseman offers at the first pitch, swings over the top of it, and it's a no ball, one strike count. Then it's Kyle Turner. Anything further here? It goes Dale Ruiz, Zach Rigdon, and Jax Miller. Bottom part, Matt Rodriguez, Jacob Savoy, Chris Burke, and Peyton Capullo. The 10 of choice today. The 0-1 to Baskin will have to wait. Mentioned Sam DiMatteo, the head coach here for the Toronto, quote-unquote, Rush. Here's a pick back towards second base. Good tag there, and just barely got into the bag. He was a Coastal Plain League All-Star in 2009. Coastal Plain League spurs out prospects left and right, including Justin Verlander. Spent his days with the Wilson Ball Club out there.
Is that the Tops?
That's the Tops.
Had a buddy that worked for them.
No way, when?
2019.
Who was that?
My buddy Jose Chavez. He was on the video team.
Jose Chavez? Why don't I know that name? Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. I worked for the Toms in 2019.
Oh, really?
How do I not know who that is?
I don't know.
Video team. What do
He
you
was
mean
on
video?
the summer video team. He did media.
Oh, he probably worked. Okay, I get what you're saying. He worked for the league.
He might have.
Yeah, and then he got assigned a team. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't work for the team directly. Got it. Yeah, they had plenty of those people. Every team got at least 2. Upstairs and away with this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drew Baskin, the second baseman here today. 6 game played in. Off to a good start. 5 for his first 10. Even I can do that math. In the dirt. Full count. Nobody out here in the inning. Maldonado steps up. He'll get a lift job on the first base side. Soto foul territory, reaches at the wall and hauls it in. Runner's going to tag and get to third, but a nice grab by Jacob Soto up against the fence. Flashing the leather here on this Tuesday morning.
Have the corner infielders too.
No kidding.
Really showing off the glove.
Tough plays. So Laurenti tags and gets the third. That's the first out. So both first outs here in this first. Little dazzlement. Kyle Turner now with a chance and a runner at third base. They'll play the infield back. Lolan Maldonado now at Kansas Wesleyan University. That's in Salina, Kansas. Get a swing and a miss. Went to Hartnell College. Graduate of Los Osos High School. Graduate of 2018 and native of Rancho Cucamonga. The left-hander, 5'11", 165. Love Rancho. 0-1 smacked into center field. That'll bring home a run. Getting twisted around, it's over the head of Schneider and down for a base hit. Turner's thinking 2, and he's got 2. An RBI double, a pair of 2 baggers in the inning. And the Sox grab an early 1-0 lead.
Ever formidable is the middle of this lineup. Doesn't really matter who they throw 3, 4, and 5. Those guys just know how to flat out hit, and especially with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, we've seen a bit of a shift since the last time we saw these Blue Sox play. Shifted the lineup order at least a hair. Resequencing as you continue to try and find the best 10 you can put out there. Darrell Ruiz with a runner at second base and still just 1 out. 1-0 Blue Sox. In the dirt, stopped by Pulowski, the catcher, and it's 1-0. Just mentioning Rancho Cucamonga. Of course, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, low A affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers, play out at Lone Mart Field, which is maybe about an hour, 10 or so away, hour ago. Not too far. Depends on traffic. Got to make your way out there, Sam. Catch a minor league ball game while you're here. 1-0 is laced down the line, foul, 1-1. It's a cool ballpark. Nice ballpark.
I hit a few minor league stadiums on my way over. I'll have to make it a little bit more west to see a few more.
Yeah. The former Cal League, now Low A West, which, come on. 1-1. This one hammered into right field. Long run over for Parker, and he can't get there in time for a base hit. They will hold Turner at third. That throw was going to second base over the cutoff man. If they sent Turner here, he would have scored on that one. Ruiz in with a single. That's 3 hits in the inning for the Blue Sox. Zach Rigdon now with a chance with him on the corners, but just 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Rush trail. Blue Sox still batting for the first time today. Rigdon the DH. Takes one off the plate for a strike. 0-1. Sometimes my mouth moves faster than an umpire. Off the plate for a strike. You can put that on a piece of wood and hang it in your kitchen. Put it on a throw pillow. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right next to the live, laugh, love.
Yeah, exactly. Live, laugh, love, off the plate for a strike.
My kind of household.
Wipe your paws. Put that on your doormat. 2-1. Turner at third, Ruiz at first. Zach Rigdon, 7th game played in for him. Check swing, I think he went. I'm wrong. What else is new? 3-1. I'm 0 for 2 in this at bat.
Steve faster than an umpire.
He went. That's a ball. He was safe. That was fair.
That goes on a business card in the quotation line.
3-1 now. Cued it. Got a little piece of Connor Pulowski. That always feels great. Love a foul ball to the thigh. Nothing like a foul ball to the thigh to wake you up in the morning. Who needs coffee? Love that pulsating feeling. Ugh. Miss it every day. 3-2 the count. Sam, we still don't think I forgot. We still got to get our Collidathon on. We take turns of crashing in each other at home plate.
It's not happening today, Steve, as much as your hopes are up.
Throw my shoulder down, take you out.
Steve, you're going to need a hip replacement after.
Okay, I'm not that old. Relax. 3-2 breaking ball in the dirt, and they're loaded up for Jax Miller. Nice at-bat there by Zach Rigdon to lay off on a couple of pitches close to the zone. First walk of the inning and ball game, coincidentally. And it puts runners everywhere here for Miller. Opportunity for the Sox to do some serious damage in their first ups. This is the 6th batter of the inning.
The way lefties have been swinging against Maldonado so far, this doesn't give me big hope for them getting out of this inning with no further damage.
Jax Miller is still searching for his first RBI of the year.
Could get it here.
This would be a big spot for it. Can't ask for much more. Bases loaded and 1 out. And now a 1-0 count. I waited on that one.
Yeah, Laurenti, the lefty, sent one, pulled it straight out of the left-hand batter's box in the right field. And Daryl Ruiz able to do the same thing with that single.
See if Jax Miller follows suit. Backwards, it's 1-1. Sam, we have a lot of existential thoughts that go on the air here. Where does follow suit come from? Another etymological question, if that's a word, etymological.
Follow suit.
Follow suit.
It's probably a cards thing.
Ah.
My guess is probably following the suit of a card. Follow suit.
That might be a poker thing or something.
Maybe it's from the second Kingsman movie. I don't remember much.
In the dirt, 2-1. Golden Circle, right? That was the second one?
I guess.
Yeah. I like those movies.
They're fun.
I love the church, Texas. So, or is it Kansas?
Is it okay
That
to say
scene?
that you love that scene?
I mean, well, cinematographically speaking, is that a word? Are we inventing things now? I mean, come on, that scene is amazing. Way outside. 3 balls and 1 strike, nowhere to put Jax Miller with runners everywhere and just 1 out. All's quiet in the Rush bullpen. This is Nolan Maldonado's inning. 3-1 now. Ground ball sharply towards second. Sliding stop by Anthony Angel has 1 play. And we'll get the ground out at first to bring home the second run of the inning. And that's the first RBI of the season for Jax Miller. It's 2-0 Blue Sox. Ball hit pretty hard.
Yeah, had a way to hang in with it. That pitch was definitely going to be a strike, and Miller didn't let it get past him. Drawing it full, while it might give you the chance for the walk, these guys want to earn their ribbies.
So now it's second and third with 2 outs for Matt Rodriguez, the extra hitter out of the 7th spot. 2-0 Blue Sox. They lead it here in their first ups. all the way to the screen. Late jump ball kicked away on a bad carom. Ooh, and that caught him up high as well. Darrell Weiss scores and gets a bruise to go to the dugout. Wild pitch moves everybody up. Rigdon gets to third. That's the first wild pitch of the game. That's Nolan Maldonado's first wild pitch this season. It only had 2 innings entering today, however. Two and 0. It's a nice little secondary we're seeing over at third base by Zach Rigdon. Nobody holding. Carlos Franco, the third baseman, playing well back with 2 outs. 2-0 to Rodriguez. 3-0. Now they throw down a third base. Nice job by Franco to drop to the knees. May have watched game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals last night with that one. Tampa Bay trying to defend their crown. 5-1 victory over the Habs last night. Sorry, Carey Price. Home to Rodriguez. In the dirt, 3-0. Or rather, that's ball 4. That was the 4th pitch of the at-bat, so second walk of the inning. And they're back on the corners here for the Sox. Now it's Jacob Savoy's turn. Well, we'll see. They're walking out to the mound. So we'll see what gives here. Again, it'll be Savoy with runners on the corners. Already 2 runs home here in the first. A belabored bottom of the first. A 3-0 after the wild pitch, I beg your pardon. Jacob Savoy is 2 for his first 12, or for his first 8, I beg your pardon, 12 plate appearances. He takes a strike and it's 0-1. Rigdon at third, Rodriguez at first. In the air to left center field, a lazy fly ball towards the gap. It'll be an easy play there for Kitazaki, and they'll put this one away to finish off the first. An 8-batter inning. They score 3 times on 3 hits and end up leaving a pair on the corners with no errors committed in the field. We've played 1 at Palm Springs Stadium. Let's go to the second. 3-0. Blue Sox. Anthony Angel will lead things off here for the Rush now as the Blue Sox Took a 3-run first now into this second. 3-0. It'll be Anthony Angel, Jackson Day, and Connor Pulowski. First pitch hit for a strike. In case you have been a regular viewer here this season, one, thanks. Can't believe you put up with us. But two, you probably noticed that a lot of sirens run by. Downstairs and away, 2-0, or 1-1. There has to be a hospital nearby, right? Because there's a lot of ambulances that we see racing by, rather.
You don't see them, you definitely hear them.
Yeah. 1-1 lined into center field for a leadoff single. Anthony Angel aboard. Jackson Day next. I know at our local grocery store, whenever I'm there to grab whatever I need, see many a nurse in that shopping center as well. So we are newcomers to the Palm Springs areas, both of us, so there's got to be one nearby. In for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Jackson Day, the designated hitter. 3-0 Blue Sox. We're in the top of the second.
Oh, yeah, there's quite a few
there's
nearby.
a lot of them. Yeah.
A lot of urgent care.
Tons of them. Oh, that's good to know.
Just in case.
Just in case this headset explodes on me or something.
Just in case I say the one thing that makes Steve.
They'll finally lose it.
Yeah.
Just a look back at first without a throw. Nobody out here in the second.
That's what you typically go for. A look back at me without a throw.
One day I'm throwing over. Just like that. Just a light little slug.
I'll never see it coming. I'm picked off for sure.
Oh, yeah. You're leaning. Got you leaning. Sam's trying to go first move. Swung on and missed by Jackson Day. That's one of the better off-speed pitches we've seen out of Stanford today. Bottom falling out there and getting him out in front. 1-2. Even it up now.
I called John and John. They might have found a wipeout pitch.
That's too old now.
No, it's not.
They're
It's
no
back
long-
on the air.
they're no longer
And there's
the
still
hosts.
one John. There's still one John.
John and Nicole. In there, called strike 3. First punch out for Stanford. And there's one away here in the second.
Not a sponsor.
No. But if they want to, hit us up. I know NBC's really looking for Power Summer Collegiate League sponsorships. Got NBC Palm Springs out here. Seen them from time to time, running around, getting their stories.
That's right.
Love our NBC affiliate out here. Connor Pulowski, the catcher, with a runner at first and a big lead at that. Misses for ball 1. Not by much. All right. Anthony Angel, you got my attention. I'm sure you got Stanford's attention as well. Let's see. 2 for 2 this season in 6 games. I mean, that's a big lead, a healthy lead. Throw over there. Nope. In the air, out of play. 1-1. With that kind of lead, Anthony Angel is threatening. I don't see guys get that many strides off around these parts.
No, we see a lot of guys take off, but not a lot of guys are just physically taunting the pitcher by taking that big of a lead.
Yeah, that's 3 to 4 strides. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a half. Okay, 4 1/4. Yeah, there you go. We'll count them again here. See if it changes after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little quarter again. There you go. 5. Up and away with that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is what I love to see right here. A confident base runner. Some of the guys a little timid around these parts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me that 5th one again, Anthony. No. But I like how he's toying with them right now.
Yeah, he's dancing around a good bit.
3 balls and 1 strike. A 5th stride. I love it.
Yeah, I've seen guys more hesitant than this at second.
Yeah. He's now at 3.5. On the edge for a strike 2. Count is full here on Connor Pulowski. We're paying a lot of attention over to first base and Anthony Angel, the base runner. 3-0, Blue Sox lead it. There you go. Anthony's got a big one now. I think he's going this time. Yeah, Stanford steps off. That's the goal right there. Get him to stop focusing on the plate.
Mind games.
I'm right here. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm in your head. I know you're thinking about me.
Rent free.
Ooh, got him on the inside edge. Called strike 3. Pulowski thought he saw ball 4. Instead, it's back-to-back Ks looking for Stanford. And there's 2 gone for Jacob Soto. Jacob Soto, the first baseman, now with a runner aboard. Still that leadoff single. Got to imagine Angels going in this at-bat. He's still getting that massive lead. 3 looks over there. Now the pitch. Down and in on Soto. That would have been the pitch. You never really necessarily want to run yourself out of an inning. But it isn't the worst thing in the world, especially if Soto gets behind in the count, to give him a fresh at-bat. So we'll see if over the next couple of pitches that is what shakes out. I just can't imagine Anthony Angel's not antsy at first. Gave him a strike, 1-1. Especially this early on in the ballgame. Just 37 minutes old at this point. Ground ball left side towards the hole, diving into the mid of Turner, but he's got no play. His throw's going to be well late. Good stop by Kyle Turner, but infield single for Jacob Soto puts him on first and second. Brings up Jesus Rodriguez. J-Rod, the DH today.
Hey, Rod.
That too. Who are you saying hey to?
Hey, Zeus.
Boo. It's an S, not a Z. 1 ball, no strikes. Here on Jesus Rodriguez. Here's a pointless anecdote.
Antidote.
The middle school band for me. I know you were a band kid as well.
Yes.
On its way to Jesus Rodriguez, fouled back. When I got there, the section leader of the brass section, the trumpet section more notably, his name was Jesus, but they introduced him to me as Jesus. I thought it was a nickname. For like a month, I didn't realize that his name was Jesus because they pronounced it Jesus. I was like, why are you saying hey to him? I thought his name was Zeus. Outside with that one, 2-1. I don't expect you to say anything to that, Sam. There's nothing. It's just, I don't know.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Wonder what he's up to. Think he's still playing? That was 2006. I'm going to go ahead and venture guess he's not playing anymore. That's ball 3. Come on back, Jesus. Don't jump the gun. 3-1 the count. 2 outs, 2 on. 3-0 Blue Sox. We're in the top of the second. Blue Sox on the field. Rush batting. I know it's hard to tell because they just flip-flop home and road. It doesn't really matter. Just who's batting when here. One pitch, one spot for Rodriguez. 3-1. That wasn't it. Ball 4. Second walk of the ball game for Stanford. They're loaded up with 2 outs for Carlos Franco. Good chance here for the Rush to try and at least get 1 or 2 back. Carlos Franco, the third baseman, with runners everywhere now and 2 away. First pitch out of play, 0-1. Franco with 3 hits, all singles this year. He's 3 for 11. He has plated 2 this season. Time is called at the plate. Angel at third, Soto at second, Rodriguez at first. 1-0. Lined into left center field. That is caught. No, it's out of the glove of Capullo on the diving effort. Ball gets away, and it's going to bring home 2 into second base with a 2-run double is Franco, and it's 3-2. Rush cut into the lead.
That one hung up a lot longer than I thought it would. He really didn't get that off, the sweet part of the bat. That was off the end, wasn't it?
Sure was. Peyton Capullo had a beat on it, made the right dive, but I think he may have overdove by a few inches and it hit off the heel of his mitt. Nice job there by David Laurenti to back up the play, by the way. Otherwise, that was 3 runs. Give it a double. 2 runs played at Angel, and Soto score. Rodriguez to third base, and back to the top of the order, it's Cameron Schneider. We were just talking about Schneider moments ago on his proclivities at the plate this year. And now has an opportunity to give the Rush a lead.
Looks like Carlos Franco at second needed a new belt.
Yeah, I believe he snapped it on that dive. Favorite Rush song?
What's the one? What's the one that everyone knows?
Modern day more mean stride.
Yes, that one.
Outside with that one, 1-0. That always makes me think of I Love You Man. You seen that one?
The
Jason
movie?
Segel and
I have not. Never been a big Jason Segel guy.
wow, that's surprising. I love Segel. 1-0 is out of play. And not the pro Overwatch player, Segel. Jason Segel. Or seagulls at the beach. Can't stand seagulls. Oh, is he eating your food?
Always squawking. I'm squawking here.
I'm squawking here. They always say that all the time. Outside with this one. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Cameron Schneider. He walked back in the first. 2 runs home. Runners on second and third. Squawking here. Get out of my booth.
And a throw to first.
Fouled back, and it's 2-2. Stanford weirdly can pick up 3 strikeouts in this inning. Time at the plate. Big pitch coming here from Michael Allen Stanford. Two. Gets away and will bring home another. We are tied at 3. If you ask Jacob Savoy, he would tell you he should have blocked that one.
Most likely.
was a fastball, which are infamously the toughest to try and block, but nonetheless, with a runner on third, you're always going to the dirt. It's a full count now. Got him to hack at that one. And he will pick up 3 punch-outs, but he does surrender the lead with a 3-run frame. We trade him here in the last 2 half innings to the bottom of 2. 3-all from Palm Springs Stadium. Let's play the bottom of the second. We have ourselves a new ball game. 3-all as we enter it. Chris Burke will lead things off here against Nolden Maldonado. And Sam, to answer my own question, Limelight for me. Favorite Rush song. First pitch foul back. It's the universal dream. Living in the limelight. Right fielder Chris Burke, left fielder Peyton Capullo, top of the order center fielder David Laurenti. So all the outfielders. Lazy pop up to short, and that'll be the first out.
Question for you, Steve.
Okay.
What's your favorite Rush Hour movie?
Actually haven't seen any of the Rush Hours.
You should at least see the first 2.
Okay. Take that to heart.
I think there's only 3.
Okay. Well, I get 2/3 of the way. I might as well go 3/3.
You never go 3/3.
What's the best third in the dirt to Peyton Capullo 1-0?
It is not Shrek the Third.
Shrek the Third,
sure.
okay.
Does that to just be like the 3rd movie?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like the 3rd in a trilogy. Halo 3 was pretty good. I remember Halo 3 was great, actually. In there for a strike. Here on Peyton Capullo. Donning the number 14 this season, a right-handed bat. There is action, by the way, in the Rush bullpen. Right-hander playing catch in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
I would venture that it's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Haven't seen any of the Harry Potters. I'm not a fantasy guy.
Third one is quite good.
By the way, that's Nick Garcia warming up. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Peyton Capullo. Broken bat, liner, foul, third base line. We'll get a new piece of wood for a 2-2 count.
Franco almost could have caught the bat.
Yeah, that was coming towards his mitt. Let's see.
You
Definitely not Return of the Jedi.
You know who directed Prisoner of Azkaban?
I would have 0 idea.
Alfonso Cuarón.
I thought you were going to say my dad or my mom or my uncle did.
Well, no, Julia Walters is in the Harry Potter movies. She plays Weasley mom, Miss Weasley.
Sure.
No relation.
These are all foreign things to me.
Not a sponsor.
Oh, this isn't sponsored by Harry Potter, you say?
No, not yet.
Interesting. Just a massive Harry Potter logo in the corner.
Peyton Capullo has a new wand.
Oh, no. Hashtag ad. It's going to miss down in the dirt. I think that actually hit his foot. It did. So Capullo will take first base, and probably the softest hit by pitch he'll ever have at this level. Kind of rolled in the dirt first. How far, here we go, here's a baseball existential question for you, Sam.
Oh, boy.
How far does a pitch have to roll and hit a batter before they would not deem it a hit by pitch anymore? Like if he spiked it from 20 feet out and it rolled and ended up hitting the batter as David Laurenti takes one outside 1-0, a double today and a run scored, would they still consider it a hit by pitch? At what point do they just call the pitch dead? That's a fun existential question.
Doesn't sound like something Maldonado wants to try out.
No. This one ripped to first and is going to be an easy inning-ending double play. Nowhere to go for Peyton Capullo as Jacob Soto handles it himself, and we finish the second. Let's go to the third. 3-all from Palm Springs. Haruki Kitazaki will lead things off here in the top of the third for the Rush. It's a 3-3 ball game. Stanford, the lefty, back out to the hill, works exclusively from the stretch. We've seen that more and more in the PSCL this year. This pitch off the end of the bat, it's 0-1. There was, Sam, to bring up baseball existential questions, I wanted to float this idea in your brain. The 0-1 to Kitazaki. In the dirt, 1-1. We were listening to a podcast together this morning. That was the Tipping Pitches podcast. Great podcast, by the way. Not a sponsor, but I love it. A couple of weeks ago, they had a question on there that really piqued my brain and I've thought about for a month. 1-1, Kitazaki, lazy fly ball slicing away from everybody. We'll try it at 1-2. Kitazaki was robbed on a magnificent play by Jax Miller back in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1. The count is 1-2. Here's the question, Sam. And I want you to ponder this. How many times would it take a pitcher in Major League Baseball to come in? How many perfect games would it take for a pitcher to get in to the Hall of Fame? I'm saying this pitcher comes in and only throws perfect games. How many of those would it take for them to get into the Hall of Fame? This one line down the right field line, foul, 1-2. Let's say he comes in, is it pitches 3 complete no-hitter or 3 perfect games, 4 perfect games, 5 perfect games.
And never pitches again.
And never pitches. It falls off the face of the earth. How many would it take for them to get into the Hall of Fame? I put the number at 6.
I was thinking 7.
High up there, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Obviously, there's no answer to this question. This is never going to happen. But this dude just comes in, dominates, disappears. Like, I'm good. I'm done. Because it would have to be a substantial amount, as this one's another fly ball foul. It'd have to be substantial enough to where it wasn't a fluke. I don't know, because if it's 2, no. Right? Comes in, throws 2 perfect games, throws 18 innings, right? That's the other thing. You go 18 innings, no runs, and whatever, 15 strikeouts. You go, that's not Hall of Fame worthy. This one's in the air to center field. David Laurenti sizes it up. There's one gone. Brings up Mitchell Parker.
If that was how it was, then Corbin Burns would already be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I think it would have to be a number that's decided on by the batter. It wouldn't be one that's like Cooperstown says, oh, that's the number.
Yeah.
It would just be, come on, man. I've thrown blank perfect games.
Yeah.
7. I think 7's the good number.
7. I mean, that's insanity if that happens. Another one skied towards center field. Everyone's racing towards it, and it'll be the shortstop Turner to take charge, and Mitchell Parker down on 1 pitch. Brings up Blake Mayberry, 2 up, 2 down here for a bounce back 3rd inning for Stanford. I think, because, I mean, you're talking 7. That's 63 perfect innings.
Right.
That's insane. I think after 2, he would get his own, or they would get their own, at least exhibit in the Hall of Fame. Because it would
you've
be
already thrown back-to-back
yeah,
perfect games.
because that would be the first time in Major League history. Upstairs 1-0 here on Blake Mayberry. So that would warrant at least an exhibit. Swing and a miss. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's no easy answer for this one. Because at 3, we'd be going, this is insane. And it would be must-watch TV sold-out ballparks. We're going to get a lot of fly balls in this inning, aren't we? Moving back, Laurenti. He's got a beat, and they'll put it away. 3 in the air, all up the middle. Stanford 1, 2, 3 here in the 3rd. We go to the bottom. We're still tied at 3. New pitcher into the ball game for the Rush, taking over on the hill. Final line for Nolan Maldonado, by the way. 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and a hit batter. Drew Baskin to lead things off here in the home half of the 3rd, tie ball game at 3-3. As the pitch comes home for a strike. And it's 0-1. This is Nick Garcia on the bump here for the Rush. 5th game appeared in for Garcia, misses down and away. 3rd out of the pen. Drew Baskin, Kyle Turner, and Darryl Ruiz here in the inning as a scorch ball foul, 3rd base side. I changed my answer, Sam. 5.
5.
45 perfect innings. Falls off the face of the earth. Inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
There's just so many implications to that happening.
In the air to left center field. Ball hit fairly well, but it's going to hang up. There is Kitazaki to put this one away for the first out of the inning. Brings up Kyle Turner, an RBI double his last time up. He also scored in this contest. 3 runs in the first for the Blue Sox, 3 runs in the second for the Rush. We'll see what the third has in store. I'm going 5. 45 perfect innings. I think that showcases that this guy, or gal, who knows, has a stranglehold on major league hitters. Reigniting the dead ball era for a strike 0-1.
I think it also insinuates that the team around him is pretty great too, because not only are you throwing him out there every 5-6 days and there being, no errors committed, don't lose any of those games so the offense is at work.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on.
Sure.
I feel like there would be talk about oh, it's just the team around him.
The
He's
greatest team ever.
Right.
1-1 foul at the plate, 1-2. Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
It's not going to happen.
What do you mean?
Because nothing even close to that has ever happened in history.
Max Fried could do it next week.
No.
5 days in a row.
In the dirt. 2-2. No, he couldn't. It would have to be a new pitcher, Sam. It would have to be a brand new, squeaky clean, never pitched elsewhere pitcher. I'm not talking, okay, all of a sudden Max Fried goes on a 5 perfecto streak. No, I'm saying only pitches these games. Out of play with this one. I'll try it again here at 2-2. Something to think about. Thought-provoking are we? What am I saying?
Thought-provoking?
Thought-provoking. I flipped the syllables.
With the wrong emphasis. On the wrong syllables.
This one lined hard down the third base line, but it's in the bullpen. This is, again, Kyle Turner. Just sounds like a baseball name.
Both Kyle and Turner are
Yeah.
very common.
Very,
Put them together, it's very...
very baseball.
Yes.
For their money, Nick Garcia is as well. In the air to right, late jump for Parker, but his second baseman, Angel, is there instead. 2 up, 2 down. That's 3 in a row retired here by the Rush pitching staff since the hit batter of Caden Capullo. Next up is Dale Ruiz, a single to right and a run scored his last time up. 3-3, we're in the bottom of the third, 2 outs, bases empty. Alongside Sam Walters. That's you, dude.
That is me.
That is you. How about that? I'm Steve Granado. That's me. 1-0.
It's always like a dog seeing themselves in the mirror for the first time.
That's exactly
me.
what it's like. That's me.
That's me.
1-0 to the 4-hitter. 2-0. When the Rush bat in their half of the fourth, Anthony Angel will lead things off. Then it's Jackson Day and Connor Pulowski. Got to get there first, 3-0. Cloud coverage helping out the sun rays today. It's not as hot as it was yesterday. This one in the air to right, got underneath it again. 1, 2, 3 here in the third inning. We go to the fourth, a couple flyouts in all outs, as a matter of fact, here in the third inning, both top and bottom, all in the air. Anthony Angel will lead it off in the fourth. Sam Walters has your play-by-play. When we come back, we're tied at 3. 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors for the Rush. 3 runs and 3 hits and no errors on the Blue Sox. Both teams also with 2 runners left on base today. We have a very tight ball game. Anthony Angel versus Michael Allen Stanford for your play-by-play for the next couple. Here's Sam Walters.
Even affair continues here in the top of the 4th. First pitch misses downstairs to Anthony Angel. Angel singled and scored back in the 2nd. He was the first run for the Rush. Able to claw their way back in this ball game in the bottom of the 2nd. Nothing doing since. Pitches in there to Angel, 1-1. Matchup of 2 of the top 3 teams in the PSCL currently. Outside, 2-1. Blue Sox sitting at 6-2 in 2nd place. Rush at 5-2-1 in 3rd. They both trail the Lumberjacks. Swung on and missed by Angel. Wanted that one back. Big change from yesterday. We saw a lot of heat yesterday. Really got hot in a hurry. Quite pleasant out there today. That one a called strike 3. Angel backed off the plate, but it caught the inside corner. That's the 4th strikeout for Michael Stanford. And the first out here in the top of the 4th. Jackson Day digs in. The DH struck out his first time up. Was the first victim of Stanford. Misses high, 1-0. Swung on and missed. Evens the count. Seeing some action in the Blue Sox bullpen. That's Nicholas Carey warming up. He nearly entered the game last night or yesterday morning. Another one misses from Stanford, 2-1. Saw Carey warming up yesterday during the game, but ended up not coming in, so he'll be the first one likely out of the pen for the Blue Sox. This is inside, 3-1 today. No action currently in the Rush bullpen. That one's grounded to short. Ranging over is Kyle Turner. Makes the throw over to first. It's up the line, but a tag applied by Darryl Ruiz gets the 2nd out here in the top of the 4th. Man, if Jackson Day was really hustling up the line, he could have beat that out.
By the way, that's 6 in a row retired for Stanford since the 2 RBI double from Carlos Franco.
It was the bottom of this Rush lineup that ended up giving him trouble. Those 3-run scoring, starting with Anthony Angel in the 2nd. He has 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to Pulowski. Is grounded to 3rd. Jax Miller handles, throw over to 1st. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Michael Stanford. We're going to the bottom of the 4th, still tied 3-3. Another inning of action for Nicholas Garcia. He went 1-2-3 through the bottom of the third. He'll face Rigdon, Miller, and Rodriguez scheduled for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Zach Rigdon, misses high. Rigdon walked and made it over to third back in the first, but ended up stranded there. That pitch is in there, 1-1. Tie ball game, 3-3 currently. Rigdon hacks at it, fouls it off out of play. Waits on the breaking ball, pokes it out into center field. That'll be a base hit. Leadoff single for Zach Rigdon. Here's Jax Miller, had an RBI ground out back in the first. That sealed the scoring for them in that inning. Miller also with a couple of sparkling defensive plays at third. Big time pull from the left-hand batter's box, but they don't shade the defense to the right side. Pulls it down the first baseline under the glove of Soto. Into right field, base hit for Miller. Going first to third is Rigdon. Two straight singles open the bottom of the fourth for the Blue Sox. Well, I can't say I told you so, but I might whisper it. Told you so. ASMR channel here on YouTube now.
Huh.
So Matt Rodriguez steps up, no outs, runners on the corners for the Blue Sox. Runner goes, pitches high, throw down to second in time. They called him safe. Wow. That tag was down a mile before Jax Miller slid into second. Either he missed the tag or Jax Miller pulled a miracle. Wow. Stolen bag for Miller, puts two runners in scoring position for Rodriguez now. Rodriguez calls time at the plate. Boy, a mighty break there. A base hit could now make it a 2-run deficit for the Rush. Broken bat, chopped at third. Mayberry comes home with the throw, and they've got Rigdon hung dry. They'll say he made the tag, so they get the force out at home. Rigdon is out.
Yeah, Zach Rigdon hesitated on that play. Jax Miller was going on contact, and then that's when Rigdon looked back behind him when I got nowhere else to go. That's a good heads-up play by Carlos Franco to understand that that's what just happened. Instead of conceding and taking the out at first, he easily had him out at home.
Yeah, we saw a similar play from Mayberry the other day. Able to cut down a lead runner at third, ended up securing a tie. The tie that the Rush have on their record was in that game. But able to keep the lead runner from scoring. That one came to home. One out here, runners at first and third. Still, pitch misses inside to Jacob Savoy. That one's lined to second on a hop. Over to second, Mayberry to first. Double play to end the inning. Some defensive prowess by the Rush are able to get them out of a jam. Missed tag at second base, put two runners in scoring position, but a force out at home and a line double play ends the bottom of the fourth. We're going to head to the top of the fifth, still tied 3-3. 4 innings of work for Michael Stanford to come to a close. It'll be Nicholas Carey in relief. Stanford ends up going 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs all earned, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and 4 strikeouts. Carey, the right-hander on the mound, now faces Soto. That one is lined past the second baseman and into right field. They try to make the throw to first. Chris Burke with a good arm, but not able to catch Soto.
Breaks up 7 in a row, retired.
That's right, 2-1-2-3 innings in the third and fourth from Michael Stanford, but the first runner reaches against Nicholas Carey.
Nick Carey, 2 appearances, both out of the bullpen this year. He's tossed just 3 innings and has given up 3 earned. 1.67 whip in limited action.
First pitch foul tipped by Jesus Rodriguez.
What do you put more stock in, whip or ERA?
It depends. In a league like this, whip.
Yeah.
If it comes to minors and majors, somewhere in there, I'm looking at ERA more heavily, but the whip is very telling. If you can control your pitches and if you're limiting the walks, able to keep runners off base, that's what I like to see. If guys are going deep in counts and maybe allowing some earned runs here and there on the homer, might be able to give them a pass. Pitch misses to Rodriguez, 1-1.
To the uninitiated, a little bit of a deeper stat. Whip is walks and hits per innings pitched, and the closer you are to 1, and if you can even get below it, the better.
Lined out of play, 1-2 to Rodriguez. He walked and scored back in the second inning.
You're typically seeing your best major leaguers 1-1 to 1-3. That's 1.3. Anything above 1.5 in a larger sample size is when you're getting out of a good range.
Right. See, a guy like Kenny Keller in this league was able to limit a lot of damage when a full 7 innings with a higher whip than you would expect. Grounded to third, handled by Miller. He goes to second, over to first, double play. Leadoff batter Soto reaches, but a 5-4-3 double play has the bases clear.
Sam, that's our 4th double play today. 3 on the ground and 1 line out.
Infield's got it working real well right now.
Well, they're hitting the ball hard at him, too,
That's
so
right.
that doesn't help.
That's right.
You never see this many double plays. Never. I don't think we've seen this many double plays all year.
Carey's first pitch is in there to Carlos Franco. Well, see, that's the same point I was going to make about Keller, how he allows more walks and hits than you would expect for a guy that goes a complete game the other day.
Yeah.
But he eliminated 3 people on a pickoff, and that's not accounted for.
Yeah.
That's what shows up in ERA, being able to get those runners off the base.
Stranded, yeah, essentially.
Fouled off by Franco, 0-2. You see
Obviously.
Nicholas Carey's going to get the same benefit here. He's able to work the double play, even though he gave up the leadoff single.
Yeah, that counts against the whip because it's a hit.
That's right. That's why I like FIP, an even deeper stat, but really telling. We're not getting FIP here, though.
No, we don't have FIP. Whip is probably the closest thing we'll get to sabermetrics around these parts.
Pitch misses to Franco, 1-2, at the big 2 RBI double that capped off the scoring in the second inning for the Rush.
I got a question for you. What do you think DeGrom's whip is this season?
Oh, dude, it's probably 0.9. It's probably something absolutely absurd.
I bet you it's lower.
In the dirt. 2-2. Should I make a better guess?
You're not even close, man.
0.6.
Nope, 0.526.
You were kidding.
0.526 whip.
And a 400 batting average. That one smacked on the ground to short. Kyle Turner comes up with it, makes the throw to first, and that'll end the top of the 5th.
By the way, that means mathematically he's giving up 4 base runners roughly a game. 4 to 5 base runners a game.
Major leaguers make them count. You're not going to get too many of them.
Ridiculous.
Scoreless inning of work there by Nicholas Carey. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th, still tied 3-3. bottom of the fifth, a new right-hander on the mound for the Rush. It'll be Hunter Freeze taking over after 2 innings of work from Nicholas Garcia. He goes the full two hits, no runs, no strikeouts, no walks, and no hit by pitch. 2 clean, able to get out of that last inning with a double play. First pitch from Freeze to Burke, misses downstairs, 1-0.
Hunter Freeze pitching in his 5th game this season, all out of the bullpen.
Another one down low.
It has been a rough go for him. Plain and simple, 10 earned runs in 4 2/3. On 6 hits, he has walked 10. That leads the team. So you want to see him work ahead of counts here.
That one's chopped to third. Carlos Franco has it. He makes the throw over to first. Could have done it from the seat of his pants, not even a stride over. And he retires Chris Burke for the first out of the bottom of the 5th.
I think that might be the goal right here. There's not been a single strikeout for the Blue Sox today. 0 strikeouts.
Infield is really having to carry the freight.
So I think if you are the mentality right now for Hunter Freeze, in my brain I'm going, let me continue to pitch to contact because that has clearly worked today.
Yes. Doesn't even have to be soft contact, but that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, there's been some hard contact today. Line drive double play. That big fly to right field by David Laurenti. Gerald Ruiz got a deep fly it as well.
2 missed downstairs to Peyton Capullo, the left fielder. Was hit by pitch his first time up.
We've only seen, what, 2 home runs in this stadium in the PSCL this year?
Yes.
So what does that tell you? Play to the yard. You don't have to go in there looking for strikeout after strikeout. We see guys that have that and have the ability to do that, but we have not seen that from Hunter Freeze yet this year. So play to the strengths. There's no shame in not being a strikeout pitcher. There's millions of them. So play to your yard.
That's right. Being a guy that can just go out there and get outs.
That's all you're looking for. I don't care if it's a fly out or a strikeout. It's an out. That's all you're looking at.
3-1 count to Peyton Capullo.
Not flashy, but you don't have to be. If everyone is flashy, nobody is.
A lot of trust from Coach Claggett and Freeze to come in here with a scoreless. Grounded to short. Mayberry handles, throw over to first. As I was saying, a lot of trust from Coach Claggett to let him in here. A 3-3 tie. Still a lot of tension in this ball game. Looking for the first go-ahead run to come across. And the first run to come across since the 2nd inning. But Freeze able to come in here with a clean bottom of the 5th. He's gotten 2 outs here.
Yeah, there's Rush have never had a lead in this contest yet. They trailed 3-0, then immediately got them all back.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Blue Sox. It's Laurenti. Swings at the first pitch and foul tips it. Laurenti had the double back in the first that led off a 3-run bottom of the first for the Blue Sox. Ended up lining into a double play back in the 2nd. Sees a pitch inside, 1-1.
Evan Swift is warming up in the Rush bullpen.
Saw Swift have a good start for himself the other day. Half-hearted swing in the dirt, 1-2. One-two pitch. Bounces in.
Think back to that 4th inning for the Blue Sox. 2nd and 3rd with nobody out, couldn't come across. Might be a big turning point in the game, especially if you get Hunter Freeze a 1-2-3 5th. That's huge.
Yep, that heads-up play by Blake Mayberry being able to cut down the runner going home. That was back in the 4th inning. Looms large for the Blue Sox. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Laurenti. Swung on and missed. 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Freeze. His first strikeout caps it off. We head to the top of the 6th, still tied 3-3. Top of the 6th, tied 3-3. The rusher up to bat, facing off against another inning of Nicholas Carey for the Blue Sox. It's the top of the lineup: Cam Schneider, Haruki Kitazaki, and Mitchell Parker. And a 1-0 count to Schneider. That one ran in there and it might have hit him. It did. Not a huge reaction from Schneider, but he'll head to first. Second time aboard today for Schneider. He was walked back in the first. Brings up Haruki Kitazaki, 0 for 2 today. Throw to first. Well, Kitazaki just jumped on a couple of pitches. Worked deep in the count, full count back in the first, and a 2-2 back in the third. Ended up in a 5-3 putout. Jackson Miller with a diving stop to erase Kitazaki at first. This is inside. And he jumped on one to center, but hung up just long enough for David Laurenti to make the play. (1-0) fouled off, out of play. Rush have already experienced the woes of a game ending in a tie. We play 7 no matter what, maximum. Breaking balls in there, 1-2. Runner on base now on the top of the 6th. They don't want to allow that to happen again.
Loosely have 27 minutes left in this game.
If they're able to finish this one off, that's what they're going to try to do. Either way, whatever happens, they want to get both teams the same amount of at-bats. The 6th ends up lasting longer than anticipated. It may end after this inning. One-two pitch to Kitazaki. Slap down the right field line. In play. Base hit for Kitazaki. Rounding second and heading to third is Cam Schneider. He'll hold up there. Big double has 2 runners in scoring position for the Rush and no outs in the top of the 6th. Kitazaki finally found a way on base, and it wasn't past the glove of a Blue Sox.
Second double of the year for Haruki Kitazaki.
He was batting leadoff for them until just earlier this week. Found some aggression in there, moved him to the 2nd spot behind Schneider. Both of them are on base now. Mitchell Parker steps up. That one is hammered into right center. Drifting over is Laurenti. He'll make the play. Tagging from third is Schneider. He's going to come in without a throw. Rush lead 4-3. Big time sac fly for Mitchell Parker puts the Rush up. Advancing to third is Kitazaki. Another under 90 feet away and only 1 out now on the top of the 6th.
By the way, also on that double from Kitazaki, the first 4 batters of the ball game, first 4 batters in the lineup, I should say, for the Rush, that was their first hit in the top 4.
Couldn't have come at a better time. They draw the infield in. Kitazaki 90 feet away. First pitch to Blake Mayberry, misses in the dirt. Good stop by Jacob Savoy. Mayberry grounded into a wicked double play back in the first and flew out to center field in the third. This is outside, 2-0. Kitazaki with really good speed, going to need a good secondary on top of that if a ball's hit to the infielders. 2-0, misses outside. See if Mayberry has the green light. Here's the pitch. He does. It's chopped to shortstop. Miller ends up coming up with it, makes the throw to first. Throw's coming home. He is safe. Kitazaki had to wait that one out. A little tangle between the left side of the infield. Jax Miller made the play over at first, and Kitazaki took off, ends up scoring standing. Both runners come in to score here for the Rush. It's 5-3.
There is no RBI on that play. The ground out from Mayberry. They were going to first, and he wasn't coming home until the play had already evolved. So there's no RBI on that ground out.
2 outs, bases clear for Anthony Angel. First pitch misses high, 1-0.
That is officially ruled as advanced on the play.
Almost like an advanced on the throw,
Exactly.
something of that sort. Called strike. One and one to Anthony Angel. He's 1 for 2 with the run scored today. That one's lifted over the glove of the shortstop Kyle Turner and into left field. 2 out base knock for Anthony Angel. Another runner aboard for the Rush here. Jackson Day steps up. 0 for 2 today with the strikeout. We've seen Anthony Angel dance around on the base paths at first already today. Throw over. No tag. First pitch to Jackson Day, swung on, foul tipped. No one in the bullpen for the Rush. It could be Evan Swift coming in to lock down this game. We saw him warming up earlier. Foul back to the screen. If not, Hunter Freeze might return for another inning of work. Carries back on the rubber. No balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Day. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. Swung on and missed. Jackson Day strikes out. That ends the top of the 6th, but the Rush are able to get 2 go-ahead and insurance runs. They now lead the Blue Sox 5-3, heading to the bottom of the frame. Bottom of the sixth, the Rush leading it now 5-3. They strike back for 2 go-ahead runs in the top of the sixth. Big double by Haruki Kitazaki got 2 in scoring position. And the sac fly for Mitchell Parker gave them their first lead. Pitch misses upstairs to Drew Baskin. New lefty on the mound for the Rush is Evan Swift. He takes over after an inning of work from Hunter Freeze. Freeze leaves as the pitcher of record. That one smacked in left field, base hit for Drew Baskin.
Final line for Hunter Freeze, an inning of work with nothing but a strikeout. For Evan Swift, this is his 6th game appeared in, 5 out of the bullpen, a 1-2-3 whip. He's allowed 2 earned in 7 1/3. That is the 6th hit he has given up in as many games.
Leadoff batter Drew Baskin reaches. It'll be Kyle Turner with no outs in the bottom of the 6th. Turner had the RBI double back in the 1st that led the scoring for the Blue Sox. Throw over was late. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored today.
In case you are wondering, the Blue Sox have yet to hit a home run this season. So yes, tying run at the plate, but it would be out of the norm.
Pitch misses high to Kyle Turner. The only home run given up by the Rush this year was by Hunter Freeze, who has now exited the game. Throw over. Arm warming up for the Rush, a new lefty in the bullpen. Pitch misses outside, throw back to first from Rodriguez, who is now catching for the Rush. Jesus Rodriguez enters for Connor Pulowski. That one is grounded up the middle and through. Another base hit. Kyle Turner on first. Drew Baskin holds up at second.
Eerily similar to the 3rd inning, or rather the 4th inning, Sam. Back-to-back leadoff hits. It was Zach Rigdon and Jax Miller who completed that feat. They had runners on 2nd and 3rd at that point, but couldn't bring anybody home. So some new life and a second chance for the Sox as Daryl Ruiz looks for his 2nd hit today.
This Rush infield has done wonders for the pitchers before. Now a runner on first and second. Daryl Ruiz steps up. 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored in the first. That one's chopped over to second. Angel has it. He'll make the throw over to first, and we're in a very, very, very eerily similar situation. 4-3 ground out, the first out of this bottom of the 6th. I really liked Kyle Turner's approach at the plate. He really dug in close to the plate on the inside edge of that right-hand batter's box. You're telling Evan Swift, you can have this inside corner, but you're going to have to earn it next to my knee. Loves trying to induce ground balls going inside to righties. Goes inside, it gets past Rodriguez. Coming in to score is Drew Baskin. Moving to third is Kyle Turner. It's 5-4. Evan Swift patting his chest saying, that's on me, that's on me. Wild pitch puts another runner 90 feet away. Zach Rigdon at the plate now. He is 1 for 1 today. Singled in the 4th and walked in the 1st. One run ball game. 90 feet away is Kyle Turner. That one's outside, 2-0. Rigdon grounds that one to short. Coming home as Mayberry's throw is not in time. Kyle Turner somehow able to sneak under the glove of the catcher Jesus Rodriguez.
Rodriguez incredulous at the call, and I think he has a point here. Obviously got a better view than we do, but to the naked eye, they're saying that the hand from Kyle Turner got in before the tag was applied to the chest.
This game is tied now, 5-5. What could have been a run cut down at the plate.
Which we've seen today.
Yes, we've seen before with the rush. Kyle Turner ends up scoring. Zach Rigdon's at first. Throw to chase him back. Does that go as a fielder's choice even though they didn't get the out?
Yes, it can be a fielder's choice even if an out is not recorded. That is a fielder's choice.
Rigdon takes off, pitches in there. Throw to second is late. Stolen bag for Rigdon. And Jax Miller's digging in the left-hand batter's box.
Does get an RBI as well. Fielder's choice and an RBI.
Thank you, Kyle Turner. Leading off and heading to third. Pitch misses, no throw.
Zach Rigdon. I see you. That was a massive secondary and a huge jump. Look at him. Fielder's choice, brings in the tying run, steals second, steals third without a throw. Now he's 90 feet from taking the lead and putting the rush on the wall with 3 outs to go. That's changing the game right there. Smartly, might I add.
Take advantage of the lefty only throwing over to first. Miller hangs that one in left
That's
field.
it right there.
Go ahead run, about to tag. Here comes Rigdon to the plate. He is going to score standing.
Tip the cap to Zach Rigdon. Are you kidding me? You just changed the game right there. You may have just won it for the Sox.
They say that baseball is not a one-player game, but Zach Rigdon might have just put the team on his shoulders.
Second RBI for Jax Miller, by the way.
That's right. So the sac fly is the second out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Remember those 2 stolen bases.
First one misses to Matt Rodriguez.
Action in the Blue Sox bullpen. Nick Carey now is the pitcher of record. Hunter Freeze no longer. That is a blown save for Evan Swift. Came in a 2-run ball game. Potentially could have gone the way. It was a safe situation. That was a blown save.
It's 2-0 to Matt Rodriguez. 0 for 1 today. Reached on a fielder's choice and walked. Another one misses. 3-0. It is 6-5 Blue Sox. A big 3-run inning here. Propelled by Zach Rigdon and his speed on the base path. That one's in there to Rodriguez, 3-1. Open up with back-to-back singles with Baskin and Turner. Moved over to second and third. And Zach Rigdon reaching on a fielder's choice after one of those runners ended up trying to come home. Pitch misses to Rodriguez. He'll be on first. First walk for Evan Swift.
Max Weckel is warming up in the bullpen for the Sox. Saw him a few days ago. If he comes in, it would be a safe situation for him, at least at this point. If nothing further happens, they'd have to score 3 more times for that to change. No short order with 2 outs.
Jacob Savoy digs in. 0 for 2 today, flew out and grounded into a double play. First pitch misses outside. Well, events here in the bottom of the 6th have definitely rattled Evan Swift. 5 of his last 6 pitches have missed the zone. Savoy fouls that one off the shaft of the bat, but it heads out of play. In 2/3 of an inning, we've seen the total run count allowed by Evan Swift multiplied by 2 and add another one. Quick math. Off the glove, lined into center. Another base hit for Jacob Savoy. Sent that one straight off the glove of Evan Swift, and it trickled into center.
Quickly went to check on Evan and immediately brushed them aside. I'm okay. That's good. Hit the glove.
Runners on first and second. Chris Burke up to bat. 0 for 2.
Maxwell's all ready to go in left field whenever he's needed.
He's just a bystander in the crowd now. Fouled off by Chris Burke, 0-1.
Waiting for the 7th, which will likely play.
Got time to work with here.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Unless this inning gets out of control.
Runs inside, got past the batter. Both runners will move up 90 feet. Rodriguez trickling around third, but now goes a wild pitch on Evan Swift.
It's a second.
Things already starting to loop around the way they did in the beginning of this inning. 2 straight singles and a wild pitch has runners at second and third. 1-1 to Burke is hammered down the left field line in the air, slicing foul. Chance for the Blue Sox to really salt the wound here. They've already scored 3 runs in this inning and have taken the lead back over the Rush. Sends another one to the left field. Kitazaki chasing. It is going to get down. 2-run score for the Blue Sox. It is 8-5. They have scored 6 here in the 6th. Eight-5 ball game. 5 runs coming in this bottom of the 6th. Big 2-run double for Chris Burke.
Well, they went back to the same spot right there on Burke after they just saw him line one hard down the line, and then went to the same spot, and he just sat an extra hair longer, turned it into a 2-run double instead.
Not the greatest jump on it by the left fielder Kitazaki. Thought that one might get out of play, but it dropped about 10 feet in front of him. That one's lined over the head of Mayberry and into left field. Heading around third is Chris Burke. No throw to the plate. Blue Sox lead it 9-5.
What a rally here for the Blue Sox. That's 3 runs with 2 outs. Technically 4 if you want to get crazy on the sac fly from Jax Miller, because that was the second out and that run came in to score. But nonetheless, what a frame. What a response after giving up the 2 runs in the 6th. Gotta love this Blue Sox squad. This is the 10th batter of the inning.
10th batter is David Laurenti. He sees one outside.
And the 5th with 2 outs.
That one smacked down the right field line and in fair territory. Yet another time, Laurenti is digging into second. He's in there, and he is safe. Ball gets away from the shortstop Mayberry, but both runners will hold. It is another 2 runners in scoring position. Blue Sox really pouring it on here in the bottom of the 6th.
Things unraveling here for the Rush. Moments ago, they were leading this ball game.
The Blue Sox have now batted around as Drew Baskin coming back up to the plate. Might be the first time we see a team bat around without a rollover. Peyton Capullo is going to have a new runner at third.
It's Keith Hale.
That's a pinch runner, not a courtesy. So Hale's going to take over in left field for Capullo whenever we reach the top of the 7th.
If we.
Still work to be done. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Runners at second and third, grounded to third. Franco makes a throw over to first, and that will seal the deal here in the bottom of the 6th. But not before. The Rush allow 6 runs to score. 6 runs score in the bottom of the 6th. And now the Blue Sox have taken control over this game. We've reached the top of the 7th. The Blue Sox storm back to score 6 in the bottom of the 6th, and they've taken the lead 9-5 over the Rush. Max Weckel's going to come in to try to close this one out. It is not a save opportunity. Here to take you the rest of the way, Steve Granato.
Thank you, Sam. Connor Pulowski leads things off. First pitch to him. He'll lift it down the left field line, drifting towards foul territory, and right there on the chalk line, Carlos Franco will, or rather, Jax Miller will haul it in, and that's the first out rather quickly for Max Weckel. That'll bring up Jacob Soto, who has had the Blue Sox number today with 2 hits in this one and a run scored. Nick Carey, final line, now the pitcher in line for the victory. 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs allowed, both earned no walks, a hit batter, and a strikeout. Again, he is in line for the victory. Jacob Soto to the plate here. First pitch to him, a called strike. We saw Max Weckel the other day. This is his 4th appearance, all out of the bullpen, a 1-0 record. 6.1, now 6.2 innings of work for him. And a whip under 1.5. Swing and a miss here on Jacob Soto. Jesus Rodriguez is the next one up, by the way. Back into the box goes Soto, who has yet to make an out today. He was doubled off in the 5th inning on a ground ball double play. But other than that, nothing to his own doing. Game 1 of 3 here today. Coming up after this one, Game 2, anticipate 11:30. Probably go a little later now with the A's and Bootleggers. So stick around. In the dirt with this one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Jacob Soto, the first baseman. (9-6), or rather 9-5. Blue Sox were trailing 5-3 going into that bottom of the 6th. Max Weckel, another one of those guys that's likely to be added to that uncommitted team for the 2 big affairs against Palm Springs. Check swing, did he go? They will ask and say no. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Be a couple of PSCL games. There's 3 of them. July 3rd, 14th, and 16th. Those uncommitted teams to face off with the Palm Springs Power. Try and get some recognition on those night games. Downstairs and in. It's a full count. Well, yes, you have a 4-run pad, but you don't want to get cute here and mess around. Clock just struck 11:02 a.m. here in Game 1 of the day. 1 out, bases clear. Payoff to Soto. Ground ball towards third. Waiting for the big hop is Miller. His throw sails away, and that'll allow a runner to reach. The air throw out of play, so Soto gets the second, and now we have a save situation. That is the first error of the game. Just launched it.
Yeah, that was the first time that Miller really had time to set his feet and throw.
Yeah, I had to think about it. So save situation now here for Max Weckel as Jesus Rodriguez comes to the plate. 0 for 1, a double play rolled into a walk and a run scored for him. First pitch slides for a strike, 0-1. 9-5. We're in the top of the 7th. Why is this a save situation? Don't ask me. I don't know. I didn't make up the rule. Runner on second, 4-run lead. This is a save situation now. Swing and a miss. Typically, it's 3 runs or less entering the ball game after the pitcher of record.
Alexa, what's the etymology of a save situation?
Stop. Strike, a pitch will be bounced back towards the mound. Weckel off the hill, spins, throws to first, dug out by Ruiz, and there's 2 gone. Soto to third base, and the Rush down to their final out today. Ground out 1-3 to bring up Carlos Franco. Franco, 2-run double in the second. He rolled over in the 5th. 1 for 2 today, and the last hope for the Turquoise. Obviously, infield plays back here. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Should Soto come in to score, it's unearned. Had that throw been a good one, we'd be totaling up for you right now. Time is called. Defensively, everyone's straight up. This is going to be popped up, maybe playable for the catcher. Savoy makes the grab, and there's your ball game. Comeback fashion for the Blue Sox as they steal one away with a 6-run 6th and take it by a 9-5 final. What a ball game this morning. We were treated to a little bit of everything. Some dazzling defensive maneuvers, some great comebacks, good 2-out rallies, and a solid ball game throughout. The win will go to Nick Carey despite giving up those 2 runs. His defense, or rather his offense, picks him up. The loss will be handed to Evan Swift in a save for Max Weckel. It took us 2 hours and 5 minutes here today. Again, your final score 9-5 for the Rush. They pick up those 5 runs on 6 hits. They do not commit any errors and end up leaving just 4 on base for the Blue Sox. 9 runs. They do it on 11 hits and commit the 1 error there in the 7th and end up leaving 5 on the base paths. Again, carry the win. Loss goes to Swift. And the save goes to Max Weckel. Took us 2 hours and 5 minutes. Coming up next, don't forget, next ball game here, PSCL action, A's and Bootleggers. We'll probably start a little bit later, give it around 11:45, the game's first pitch there on that one. For my partner, Sam Walters, I'm Steve Granado. One last time for you. Blue Sox 9, Rush 5. We'll talk to you here shortly for Game 2 from Palm Springs Stadium.